We should celebrate. They said they should celebrate it on 15th. Because 14th also anniversary.
Oh, today we are taking them out for lunch. We are taking them out for lunch. I know.
For a few days.
After 3 days of sleeping.
દસ વાગે ક્લાસ છે એટલે 9:30 સુધીમાં તો પતાવી દેવું પડશે. પાછી ગુરુ દક્ષિણા ને બધી છે.
Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavati Tamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shrutismritipurananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavad-padam Shankaram Lokashankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrapashyakrutau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Veda Vibhagine Vyomavat-vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Vasudeva Sudam Devam Kamsachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadguru. So now, so far, we have discussed the three gunas and how the three gunas, sattva, rajas and tamas, comprises of our personality. And identifying with this, taking these three to be I. These three gunas are in the mind. Or let us put it this way, that from these three gunas only, the entire creation plus our body-mind complex is made of. From the three gunas only. See, from the tamas is made the body, from rajas are made the vital air and organs of action. From rajas is made the prana plus organs of action. From sattva is made organs of knowledge, that is organs of perception, plus our antarkarana, plus the entire creation. So this is how the entire body, along with prana, sense organs, mind, intellect, everything is born of the three gunas, which are nothing but Prakriti, which is again nothing but Maya. Okay? Now, as we began, that samsara or life of becoming is nothing but identifying with this. Maya is one thing, that is Prakriti is one thing, Atma is another. But when Atma or Chaitanya or Brahman, which is the reality of this, when it identifies with this, identifies means when it takes this to be I. See, the Upadhi is very close. Upadhi being close will try to put its effect upon Atma. But if Atma is deluded by Maya or because of ignorance, if Atma takes this to be I, then understand that is the beginning of samsara. Samsara is one thing. Samsara, that is creation, is one. Body-mind complex is also part of that. But, so that is limited, we know. This thing is limited, we know. But when changeless self, limitless self, boundless self, That is Atma or Chaitanya. Call it Chaitanya, call it Atma, call it Brahman. When it takes this to be I, then that will be the life of limitation. When this takes this to be I, naturally it is going to feel limited because this is limited. And when you take the body to be I, the natural consequence is that you are bound to feel limited. And when you feel limited, you try to come out of it. You try to get out of that by performing actions. Once the actions are performed, results are going to be there. And then begins the endless chain of karma, karma phala. Karma, karma phala. First desires to come out of it, to come out of the sense of limitation which you feel, you perform karmas and you get result. And again in the process of enjoying those results, again new karmas are performed. In this way the cycle begins. We have to break this. Breaking this by knowledge. I am not this. I am already full. I am already acceptable. I am already fine. I am already perfect. When I own up this nature, the nature of I, then this doesn't matter. What it is, it doesn't matter. Unless I take this to be I, what this is definitely matters. So now the gunas are discussed. And how they were affecting the Atma, that is also discussed. What is samsara, that is also discussed. Now Lord Bhagavan shows how all the actions are performed by gunas only, by the package of these gunas. All the actions is here in Prakriti, not in Purusha, not in Atma. So now that is being shown. So now we are proceeding towards another discussion of what the discussion that went by was what that Atma identifying with the gunas becomes a samsari, becomes a limited being without becoming. Without becoming, it feels the limitations. This we discussed. Now how to come out of this? By seeing, by very well seeing that I am not this. So, and all the actions, all the activity, all the modifications, all the changes belong here at the level of the body, which is anatma, which is nothing but gunas. So let us read verse number 19. Nanyam gunebhyah kartaram yada drashtanupashyati gunebhyascha param vetti madbhavam sodhi gacchati. Nanyam gunebhyah kartaram yada drashta anupashyati. Yada drashta anupashyati. Drashta means here the seer, that is Atma, and in other words, the man of knowledge. When, due to the Shastra, due to the teachings of the Shastra, Upanishads, that is Vedas, when you come to know, when this Vidwan, when this Mumukshu, so Drashta means this Mumukshu or the one who is listening, one who has come to listen to the Shastras and take the teachings, that Drashta, that Atma, when Anupashyati, Anupashyati means in keeping with the Shastra, in keeping with the knowledge, in keeping with what the teacher teaches according to the Shastra. When this one comes to know that Nanyam gunebhyah kartaram, there is no other there is no one that is performing actions other than the gunas. Nanyam gunebhyah kartara. The actions are performed only by the gunas, none other. None other means who? Atma. There are only two things to begin with. Atma, Anatma. Package of this gunas, that is Upadi. So when the drashta, that is Vidwan, that is this Mumukshu, or that is this Jignasu, comes to know, in keeping Anupashyati is very important. When he comes to know, in keeping with the teachings of the Shastra, because Shastra alone is Pramana. Shastra alone is the valid means of knowledge. So, when he listens to the Shastra, Shravanam, when it is going on, that time he comes to know that yes, Atma doesn't perform anything. There is absolutely no action. No action in the self. All the actions, all the changes, all the modifications are happening at the level of these gunas. This Bhagavan has already reiterated in Bhagavad Gitã. He said this very well in 2nd chapter. He said this very well in 3rd chapter. In 13th chapter, time and again. Now Krishna is repeating this because this is the thrust of Bhagavad Gita. One of the important and main message that Bhagavad Gita is imparting is what? That Atma is akarta, is non-doer. Action is mithya in Atma. There is no trace of action in Atma. No movement, no motion, no movement at all, because all pervasive. It is already what it wants to become. It is already perfect. Where will it go? Where will it move? There is nothing other than Atma. So there is no action. There is no ground for any action in Atma. When Drashta sees this means understands this. This has to be very clear. Otherwise, the actions performed by the Upadi, that is by this Prakriti, by these gunas, will be taken as performed by Atma. And when you do this, you will have to come again to enjoy the results. Karma phala. No, this happens. This will happen. Because result will go to one who claims that I am Karta. I am the doer. The doer becomes the enjoyer. Now, if Atma says or thinks, I performed, I did this punya karma, I did this meritorious action, I did this, I donated, I did, means I have performed these karmas, then you enjoy. Naturally, the result will go to the one who claims that I have done it. But who has done it? Who has done it? Gunas. By Prakriti. By gunas of the Prakriti. They have done the actions. When you are very clear about this, no result will come to you. So, not only does Atma not perform, but Gunebhyascha param veti. One should know that I am beyond the gunas. I may not do anything. But if my friend does something, if my son does something, then I will be affected by that. I may myself not commit any crime. But if my son commits a crime, then I will be affected. Because I am related, connected. Most of the time, parents themselves, they don't do anything. But all the while they are affected by what their children do and what they do. Because connection. They are mine. I and mine. So you are affected. And that affection is the same as doing it yourself. Sometimes more so. Understand, Atma has no now connection at all. Gunebhyascha param vetti. You have to know the Atma as beyond the gunas, as totally transcending the gunas. Remember, what is our topic? Transcending the gunas is freedom, is moksha. So you have to know, I have no connection with this. Asangaha, just as space is not connected physically, there is no real contact between the space and this glass or this pot. Even though we call it pot space, is there any real connection between the space and the pot? Are they tied together? Yet, the name pot space comes when space identifies with the pot. Then it becomes pot space. When space identifies with the pot, thinking that I am this much, that will be the effect that this pot has brought about, impact that the pot has brought about. But if space knows very well, then I am not connected. This happens to be here, but it is not part of me. I am totally unconnected. Similarly, when you know that gunebhyascha param, I am beyond the gunas, completely transcends them, then madbhavam saha adhikachati. Then that jignasu or the seeker becomes one with me. Madbhavam saha adhikachati. Does he become one? No, he doesn't become one. He is already one. When I said that when the space comes to know that I am in no way connected to this spot, it becomes space. Did it become space? It was already space. But so far, it had identified, thought himself to be only this much. Now it knows the reality. There is no real becoming. But the effect is, as it were, some becoming is there. But there is no real becoming. So that is why Bhagavan says, Madbhavam adhikachati. It gains oneness with me. Already it was one. But now it knows I am not this. So far, whatever the body was, I looked upon myself of the size of the body. I was as good as the mind. I was as good as the intellect. I was as good as my sense organs. Now they are out. Inasmuch as let them be where they are. But still I am independent. Follow? This is transcending. Transcending means not going up and down and nothing. Climbing them, no leap, nothing. Just knowing that I am different. Which difference obtained all along. Which was there all along. But this is knowledge. This is knowledge. Not knowing this, he became as good as the gunas. Knowing this, now he is what he is. So now, this is madbhavam saha adhikachati. Now drashta, so the Atma knows I am not the individual. I am not the jiva which I thought myself to be. And this applies to everyone. Nobody is jiva really. You are jiva as long as you take yourself to be jiva, a small entity. Moment you give up this identification, you are Brahman. You are Brahman. But now, when this is said, there is a question in Arjuna's mind. We have not taken that, but just as in the second chapter, when Bhagavan talked about the self and karma yoga and everything in the second chapter, when he gave the knowledge of both Brahma Vidya as well as Yoga Shastra, he talked about the knowledge as well as the means to the knowledge, indirect means to the knowledge, that is karma yoga. When Bhagavan talked about that, Arjuna came to know. But now he had a question in his mind, in the second chapter also. And he said, is there any such person who very well abides in the self, which means he asked about Asthita Prajna. Does anyone really abide and has his prajna, has his knowledge very well abiding in the self, steady knowledge? Then Bhagavan talked about the Sthita Prajna. Similarly here too, Arjuna is asking, is there anyone who is beyond the gunas, who has come to know that I am beyond the gunas? And if so, what is the conduct of that person? How is he? In short, now he is asking about a wise man who has transcended the gunas. Transcended means not he's jumping, and as I said, it's merely the identification as gone. So Arjuna asked that question, we have not taken that, and then Bhagavan replies to that. We have taken one verse of that. Come on, let us read that. Because in between Arjuna asked, so Bhagavan now replies. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Prakasham cha pravrittim cha Mohameva cha Pandava Natveshti sampravrittani Na nivrittani kankshati. See, beautiful. In this verse, Bhagavan is showing how a man of knowledge. Knowledge means who knows what is Atma, what is Anatma. Doesn't mix them up together. Now he is no more lumping these two together. So it's very clear to him. And clarity means fearlessness. Clarity means you are totally unaffected. You don't have to go back. You don't have to withdraw yourself, or you don't have to go back to run away from the world. Nothing. Knowledge is strength. And that when there is clarity in knowledge. So Bhagavan says, what? Prakasham cha, pravrittim cha, mohameva cha Pandava. Here is addressing Arjuna as Pandava. O Pandava, to a wise man, means to a man of knowledge, he also, on the screen of his mind, sometimes there is Prakash. Prakasha here means sattva. We have already said, sattva is nirmala, prakashaka, anamaya. So, on the screen of this wise man is sitting, doing anything, and there is thought of sattvic thought. Sattvic thought is there. Then, after that, very soon, there is another thought, which is what? Pravrittim. Pravrittim, the second thought is of pravritti. Pravritti means rajas. Pravritti means rajas. This rajasic thought is there, which means he wants to get up and do some actions, or thoughts in which some actions are involved, thoughts which are involved with some actions. That kind of thought is there. Okay, fine. Now, very soon that thought also goes. Mohameva, which means which thought comes? Tamas. He is, in him also, there will be some, he may be yawning, he may be getting bored, we may feel very dull. Who are we talking about? No. Who are we talking about? This wise man is sitting. Wise man of knowledge. Atma is there everywhere. But one who is ignorant, when a sattvic thought will come, he will try to hold on to that and will feel very proud about it. Oh, my mind is so great. And when rajasic thought will come, he will get up and start doing something. When tamas Tamasic thought comes, he may feel, oh my God, I have not improved. Still this kind of thoughts are coming. But this person, who are we talking about? Wise man. Wise man is who is the wise man? Who knows the clear distance between the mind and Atma. Atma is the illuminator. Atma merely illumines. Illumining is also not an action. Atma is, and whatever is there in the mind will get illumined. There is no doership behind, no kartrutva even in that. Just the sun is, and things shine in the light of the sun. Similarly, Atma is in this thought of sattva, then another thought of rajas, then third thought of tamas, prakasham, pravritti, moha. Sattva, rajas, tamas are coming. Na dveshti, here is his knowledge. Na dveshti sampravrittani. When they come, particularly which thought comes? Rajas and tamas. Then he doesn't hate them. Oh, why did they come? This is in the state of knowledge. Not state, but this is due to knowledge. A thought of tamas has come. There is anger in his mind. In his mind. In the mind. Remember this very well. Not in him. On the screen of the mind, there is this dullness. He may feel sleepy also. He may yawn also. He may be getting the boredom also may be there. But he now knows, this is not me. This is the mind, and I am merely illuminating what is there in the mind. I am not that. I am not that. So he doesn't hate it. Okay, you have come. Doesn't bother. Then good thoughts come. Again, sattvic thoughts are coming and they go away. They come and they disappear. He doesn't go after them. Oh, why did you go away? And wish they come. He's thinking about Ishvara and things like that. And he not only thinking, but he sees the form of Ishvara, supposing. But still, when that form which has come before him, beautiful form of Lord Krishna, comes before him in his mind, that beautiful thought is there. Once it goes away, he doesn't run after it. You follow? He has now become totally indifferent. Not indifferent, but doesn't bother. This also comes, okay. He does not hate it. When good thoughts come, he does not run to embrace them. And when they leave, he doesn't run after them. Why? Come back. So whatever is there on the screen of the mind is fine. Just as we go to see a movie and some good things are also happening, then there is fire also there and things like that. We don't get up and do anything. We remain unaffected. Sometimes in movie also we get affected. Just we start crying and everything. I wish we are also tense on our seat. Nothing like that. He knows this is movie. Movie of the mind is going on. Mind is a picture, is a movie, and I am watching it. I don't have to catch it and wish that it goes away and this should come. This is because of his knowledge. Na dveshti sampravrittani, na nivruttani kankshati. If it comes, he doesn't hate it and wants it to go away. No such wish. No such wish. Moment he wishes, may this go away. May this come. Then again he is involved. Raga, dvesha will be there. But there is no such thing in his mind. In him. So this is guna tita. He has transcended the guna. See how he knows he sees the mind. I am the witness, and witness is not witnessed. There is difference between the witness and witnessed. Illuminator, illumined. Drashta, drishya. This is very clear to him. Then, when this happens, second, further, Bhagavan says further, Udasinavadasinah Guneryo na vichalyate Gunavartanta ityeva Yovatishthati nengate. Again, how is he seated? How is he very well abiding in himself? For that Bhagavan says, Udasinavat asinaha. Asina means he may not be literally sitting, but his knowledge is such. Ud asinaha, which means he is above all this. Sometimes, we are standing in our balcony and down below, children are playing, then they go, and then some wedding procession is going on, that also we see. And then sometimes somebody has passed away, then they are taking him away, that also we see. We are on the 10th floor, or sometimes on the 20th floor. We are seeing all this. We are not much affected by anything. This also comes and goes. This also comes. I am above all this. Ud asina. Or some two people are arguing with each other. Heated arguments are going on. And it is going on before me. I don't take side of anyone. If I join with this one, then I will be with them. No. He doesn't take side of this one also, that one also. Totally impartial, totally neutral. Similarly, in the screen of the mind, all these things are going on. Atma is ut asinaha, as it were, totally unattached. This is watching. This allowing, we cannot even say watching. That also will become an action. But things are going on. Udasinavat asinaha na kasyachit paksham bhajate. He is not even with sattvic thought, not with rajas, not with tamas, nothing. Then, gunaihi yaha na vichalyate. He is not at all affected by any of these gunas, the play of any gunas. Moment you are affected, means you are joining with it. Moment is a thought of fear comes, a thought of attachment comes, thought of anger, things like that. When they come, and I judge myself by that. If I judge myself, oh my God, I've still not improved. Oh, how come this kind of thoughts are coming in me? See, thoughts in the subconscious level, there may be many things, because this person has passed through many births, and some tendencies may be there in the mind. In the mind, many tendencies are there. They are unfolding itself. They are coming to this level. It is manifesting itself. But now, thanks to knowledge that I am different from them, I am not affected. Gunaihi yaha na vichalyate. He is not in any way affected. This is the climax of knowledge. This, we have to reach this stage. The distance that should be created should be of this nature. That I am not at all not afraid. Why this thought? Why no complaints at all? Imagine. When there is no complaint with reference to my mind, then there will be no complaints with respect to others also. Because I can see it is nothing but play of gunas. Play of gunas in the mind plus play of gunas outside. Gunas are playing with each other. In the world also, whatever is happening is nothing but play of gunas. Sense organs here interact with sense objects outside. It is play of this gunas with that gunas. Gunaha vartanta iti. He sees that gunas are playing with themselves. The play is going on. Let me watch it. It's not, I do not take it upon myself. Do not superimpose upon myself. Yaha avatishtati na engate. One who abides, remaining totally unaffected, is called nengate. Nengate means na chalati. Swarupa avastaha eva bhavati. He is not in any way deviated. Does not get deviated at all from what? From Swarupa. Swarupa of the self. So now nothing is capable of deviating him, taking him away from the self. This is freedom. Freedom is not going away somewhere. Freedom is not avoiding something. So far we were doing that. Unless one reached to this stage, discipline was there. We tried to make, a Jignasu tries to make the mind sattvic. Because this can be done. This distance can be created only when first of all the mind is made sattvic. When the mind is when the mind is under the effect of rajas and tamas, then this cannot be done. Because otherwise, when the mind has lot of rajas and tamas, you will be swept away. Just as when there is flood and I am standing here, I will be swept off. But I should be somewhere, I should be away. Only then and then I can watch this. Similarly, even though sattva is not Atma, but in order to see this drishta, drishya difference, in order not to be affected, to gain this strength, one has to become first sattvic. Otherwise, one can say, so what? I need not become sattvic. I can remain, you can, theoretically speaking. Whether you are rajas, whether your nature is of rajasic or tamasic doesn't matter, because it is mind, it is not you. But when will you have that steadiness to understand this? Only when mind is sattvic, predominant. Because Bhagavan himself said, sattva sanjayate jnanam. When the mind has sattva, only then and then this knowledge comes. Rajaso lobha evacha. When rajas is, actions are there, ambitions are there, greed is there, longing is there. When tamas is, dullness is there. So, with them, this is not possible. So, this is possible when we abide in sattva first. From tamas to rajas to sattva. And then even sattva doesn't matter. Rajas doesn't matter. Tamas doesn't. None of this matters. In the sense that now I can clearly see I am none of this. And he remains in the self. Then, now the question, see, it's very interesting. After then Bhagavan talks about other things also. That whether one has become gunatita or not, who can say? Can I tell about you that you have become gunatita or not? No. Only the person concerned can only say whether he is gunatita or not. We cannot judge. Because that, whether he is affected or not, whether he is seeing this as the play of the gunas or not, only that person knows. Nobody can say. What we can see is little bit. That when mana comes, apamana comes, when somebody praises him, somebody censures him, then little bit of reaction we can see. But there also we cannot be sure. Because it is only the person concerned who knows whether all this is in me, I look upon that as happening to me, or it is happening at the level of the gunas. So we cannot really judge anyone. No, this person has become gunatita. This one has not. No. Only that person knows. We can be right or wrong, but not sure. So what will be his attitude to all this? That is shown in between verses. Then Bhagavan makes a very interesting statement. Let us take that. In the last but one verse, Bhagavan says, Mam chayo vyabhicharena Bhakti yogena sevate Sagunan samatityetan Brahma bhuyaya kalpate. See, Bhagavan now shows the means. See, having said all this, who can become like this? Who can reach this stage? Bhagavan said, Mam chayaha avyabhicharena bhakti yogena sevate. One who worships me, one who is devoted to me with what? Unswerving devotion. Now when Bhagavan says Mam, whenever he uses the word Mam or I in Bhagavad Gitã, it doesn't mean Lord Krishna. It means the reality. Brahman, Atma, Chaitanya, the essence in everyone. The Satchidananda in everyone. He's not here talking of I as the son of Devaki. Not that. But as Atma, as Brahman, as the reality. So he says one who is aware of this Atma in everyone. And one who worships this Atma. Mamcha yaha, Mamcha means this tattva. Atma in everyone. In everyone the same Atma is. One who starts appreciating this. And what is the first means for that? Shown by Bhagavan in Bhagavad Gitã? It is Karma Yoga. It is nothing but Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga is nothing but seeing Ishvara everywhere. We have to stop seeing the persons but start seeing Ishvara. Only then and then it is possible to perform actions without likes and dislikes. If I look at the person, then maybe I may not like to do. If our relationships are of likes and dislikes, but even though my relationship is of likes and dislikes, I keep that aside and deliberately see Ishvara in him and offer my actions there. So Bhagavan says, when one who begins to worship me this way, me means that Atma, everywhere seeing the same self, in father, mother, spouse, children, employer, and everywhere, extend this vision. And one who worships Bhagavan in this way. So by bhakti, this is bhakti only. This is bhakti. Bhakti not of one form, but bhakti of the all-pervasive reality. Bhakti first, you see yourself also as Atma and see others also as the same reality. This will be serving Ishvara, appreciating Ishvara. One who does this with unswerving devotion. And this we can see in bhaktas, in man of knowledge also. Everywhere they will see the same Atma. So much so that, Shankaracharya, he had already become a man of knowledge, but when that Kapalika came to kill him, he said, I want your head. For the tantric upasana that he was doing. He said, I want the head of a person like you, who is very learned, and who is very pious, I want a head to be offered in the fire, then I will gain certain siddhis. That Kapalika came with such a demand. Ashikara Shankaracharya said, you can take it. If it is going to help you in your siddhi, in your achievement, you can take it. But come, then he said, my students are around just now. They will not allow you to do this. So you come at a certain day, at a certain time in solitude, in deep forest. That time I will go there and you also come and behead me and use my head. See, when can he do this? For him, Kapalika is also nothing but someone who needs something. And he doesn't care for his body because I am not this body. This is when he became a man of knowledge. But what I am saying is, we have to reach to this stage. See Atma everywhere. One who does this, and this is in the beginning, fake it. You see, even if it is hard for me to see Bhagwan in this person, but still I force myself, I train myself. This is nothing but karma yoga. By performing, I do this. By receiving the result also, whatever has come is fine. It is not fine, but still fine. So then my life is smeared with seeing Ishvara all the time. All the time. When one does this, and when really one does upasana of Ishvara also, when one does this, then in course of time, Saha gunan samatitya, he crosses these gunas. Why? Because he has been worshipping this Ishvara, this Atma, abiding everywhere. So he receives the grace. When you worship, you receive grace. Sa gunan samatitya, etan gunan samatitya, Brahma bhuyaya kalpate. Then now he is ready to become Brahman. He is already Brahman. But to know himself as Brahman, he requires the grace. And that grace comes when you first worship. Worshipping means here seeing and offering the ego to that. More of Ishvara in life, this should be now our sadhana. This should be our sadhana. What? More of Ishvara all the time, less of I. The I means which I? Ego. Less of ego. Less of ego. To put aside the ego is not easy. It's a big task. Because so far I have been nursing, taking care of this ego, always pushing it ahead. But now I come to know that I am not this small. However big the ego may be, it is always small. So I deliberately put aside this one and put the reality in front, which means I give importance to that. When this is done for a long time, when this sadhana is done, we receive grace. Grace comes. And let me tell you, without grace, nothing is possible. Kathopanishad says, all this I am citing from Upanishads. Yame vaishya brunute tena labhya. One who chooses Ishvara or Atma gets that. We have to choose. We have to choose means all the time give prominence to self, to Atma which is everywhere, not only here. Oh, here I am ready to give importance, not elsewhere. That means still you are taking this body to be I, everywhere. Grace comes. Anyone whom you love will love you back, more so with Ishvara. Yame vaishya brunute tena labhya. So here, one who does this is crossing over the effect of the gunas, transcending them slowly but surely, and Brahma bhuyaya kalpate, becomes one, it becomes eligible, becomes all ready to know the self. Ready to know the self. He's already in the process of knowing. And Atma also cooperates, as it were. This cooperation is required. But that comes when I also offer myself. There is effort on my side only. No, let Bhagavan do everything. But what am I doing? I must also begin. So that is why Bhagavan said, Mam cha avyavicharena bhakti yogena. He uses this word bhakti. Bhakti means bhajanam. Bhakti means I am always after that, with love and reverence and devotion. In the beginning, quite possible that I may look upon Ishvara as different. I may look upon Ishvara as different. But as a result of this, I will come to know. This distance will be erased. That distance will be erased. So, this is how he transcends the gunas. Actually, Atma had already transcended. Atma was never in the gunas. In fact, gunas don't exist also. It is mithya. But still, in ignorance, it was taken as real. And he identified with it. Took himself to be the limited being. Now he sees the reality as real, as the thing. And he now abides in the self. So our topic was identifying with the gunas is samsara or life of becoming, and de-identifying or transcending them is knowledge or freedom. This freedom was all along there, but I missed it. I missed it due to ignorance. But that is what one has to do. Ignorance is there, as we said. Ignorance is already there. We don't have to do anything for it. We have to work for knowledge. We have to work for knowledge. So with this, our topic, our subject is coming to conclusion. So now, let us chant the Shanti Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashyakృతౌ Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah. Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Veda Vivahine Vyomavatyaptadehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.